Welcome back. Well, a recent Gallup poll found that 52% of all Americans are wanting to lose weight. I thought it'd be a lot more than that. I know I'm in that group, but only 26% or 25, excuse me, are actually trying to lose weight.
Joining us today to talk about this common problem is Dr. Schellenberg from One Light Weight Loss Center. So thank you for coming in. You know, and Chris is right. I kind of thought it would be an even higher percentage. It's something that I feel like all of us deal with every day.
Yeah, it's kind of staggering actually, but actually it's the women that are a higher part of that percentage, as a matter of fact.
That's why it's balanced out.
You know, the interesting thing I thought about when I saw that poll, and that came out in November of last year, is the difference between the 52 and the 25 is 27. That 27% that's in the middle, that, you know, 25% are trying to lose weight, doing something today. What about the other 27%? Where are they? And honestly, I think they've given up. You know, from the conversations I have with people every week, maybe one every 6 or 8 months comes in and says, you know, I've never had to lose weight before, I've never tried, it's the first time. But the vast majority come in with a laundry list of things that they've tried and have maybe not gotten the results they wanted, or the weight came back. And I think they've just kind of resigned themselves to, all right, I give up, throw my hands up. They look in the mirror, like, they go into the closet and they're like, oh man, I gotta get dressed. And forget shopping, forget that. And God forbid, don't take a picture. You know, so I think that's really where that 27% is.
So when someone comes in like that and they just are feeling defeated, how do you help them? Where do you start? Well,
we start with, you know, what are their values? What are their goals? What are the reasons for wanting to lose weight? And you know, let's see what you've done. You know, our approach is different than most, but we start with the person, because there's no cookie cutter approach. We have custom designed plans based upon what works for you. We do lab testing metabolically to see what's actually going, where you'll succeed or where you might fail, and where we can help you. So there's lots of things that we can start with.
So what do you find then? I mean, so I'm one of those people in the 27%, I've kind of given up, then I get these lab tests back. Is there some sort of magic elixir that you have, or?
Well, it's actually a four-pronged approach, so it isn't really a magical elixir, but it's a magical combination, let me put it that way. And the biggest thing I think in that category is people aren't adequately being helped with the emotional support side. And that's my background. I have 15 years as a neuroemotional technique practitioner, and you know, your emotional brain is running your show. And let's face it, logical brain says you can't eat bacon double cheeseburgers, pizza, and banana splits and lose weight, right? And the survival brain says, well, if I don't eat that stuff, I won't die. So what drives the car to the restaurant, or the drive-through line, is your emotional brain. And your logical neocortical brain handles 40 pieces of information per second, and your emotional brain handles 40 million. So guess what's driving your car?
Yeah.
So I think the 27% are just frustrated with maybe a broken system, or something that isn't fully addressing all the components.
Seems like it's important, and you maybe help us kind of take a step back and look at the science versus just wanting to do the latest, you know, weight loss trend.
Right.
We really have got caught up in that.
Sure, and you know, what's fashionable today? What's the new fad diet?
Yeah.
You know, we're actually backed by a 573 participant study with over 100,000 patients, getting amazing results. That's what's backing us. From a neuroemotional side, we have functional MRI studies that actually prove, and we've been doing this for decades, but we now have proof that when we do a session with somebody, it actually changes, alters their brain physiology. And you can see it on the MRI. It's amazing, actually.
How do people get started? How do they get a hold of you and ask questions?
Yeah, well, first of all, I understand how scary it is to pick up the phone and make a call. That's a scary call, I get it. So what we've done is we've created what I call program discovery sessions. They're small groups, maybe 6 people max in the office. We do them Mondays at noon, Tuesday mornings at 9, and Thursdays at 6. So we do have one tonight. I think there's still a few spots available. But basically, you just call or text the office, 701-850-9796, or you can just sign up online at fargofatburn.com.
Thank you so much for coming in today.